And now, Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C, and with me, as always, my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good. Ready to have another fun-filled episode of laughs and whatever.
Laughs and shenanigans. Tomfoolery, as they say.
Tomfoolery.
Oh, we're going to have some tomfoolery. Yes, some good times.
Yes.
If you've never seen the show before, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And here's a quick rundown of what we do. Me and Dave, we shoot the shit. We basically have conversations going back and forth. We have a lot of fun with it. We talk about some current events. We do different segments. Today's segment is 911 what? Different 911 calls that Dave has come across over time, and he's put them together for us, and he's going to tell us about the 911 calls, and we're going to comment on them and go back and forth with that. Mm-hmm. And some current events that have been going on, or at least somewhat current, some topics. We are pre-recording because I am going to Europe, so we're pre-recording. So by the time you see this, I'll be in Europe. So ciao, hey. But they're relevant now,
right? Exactly.
A couple of weeks earlier. But outside of that, we also answer your questions. And how do we answer your questions? Well, it's very simple. You send your questions into shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. Right there. What happens is my good friend Dave gets the emails. I don't know what they are until we're recording. The day we're recording, he actually brings them up to me. He asks me live while we do this. And then at that point, I come up with an answer off the top of the dome, hoping it's funny, hoping it's entertaining, and hoping that I answer your question correctly, or at least the way you want it. And if not, well, too bad for you, and I tried. And if it is, I did great. So basically, that's the rundown of the show. Mm-hmm. So if you can, if you laugh, if you have a good time with us, please hit the like button. Let us know you had a good time. If you haven't subscribed and you're new to us and you enjoy it, subscribe. We've got more coming. And don't forget to ring the bell, bing, for notifications, because every once in a while, me and Dave, we do a live show. And while I'm in Europe, I'm going to be doing some live shows also. Uh-oh. Now the time difference is off.
Did you run that by the other half?
Oh, I did. She knows. Okay. It's happening. Right. Okay. So I'll be at the Eiffel Tower. Bonjour! Hey! Or whatever the case may be. Time difference, it might be a little bit off, so you might not be able to catch me live, but they'll be out there. But if you have your notifications on and you are up, maybe you can join me while I'm in Europe and we can talk. But that's the way the show goes. Mm-hmm. Let's have some fun. Let's go to the shooting range. What do you say?
I got it. Let's go.
Welcome to the shooting range, where all your questions are answered. Dave, are you frozen? You all right over there? I don't know what happened to Dave. Dave, is it you? Is it me? What's going on? I don't see you. You're not moving. Hello? I guess we lost Dave. Dave is nowhere to be found. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking Dave off right now until Dave comes back. I'm not sure what happened to Dave. We'll check back with him in a minute. Until then, if you've got some time and you don't know what to do, what am I going to do with my time? What am I going to do with the time? I know what you can do with your time. Go to TeePublic. TeePublic.com. You check out some of our merchandise. We got a couple different things you can do. We can do. Hey, Dave's still frozen. Look, there he is. We've got Monkeying Around. We've got Bad to the Bone. We also have Out of This World. We have just our logo. So if you need to, you just grab the logo. We have it just on the front of the shirt, or we got it coming and going. So we got a little logo in the front and a bigger logo in the back. You got that. And if you're not into the whole TeePublic thing and you just go, you know what, Don, I'm not really into that. I'm not going to buy any merchandise, but you seem like a lot of fun and we want to hang out with you a little bit more than just this. Well, check us out on our socials. That's right. We've got all of our socials right here. We do a lot of back and forth with everything. So hopefully you can enjoy that. And we'll talk to you there. You send some information, we go back and forth, and it's a good time. So if you get a chance, check us out on our socials. Dave, are you with us? Dave's with us.
Take two.
Now, Now, my question to you, Dave,
Uh-huh.
is I see you I see that you're in your room.
Yes.
So I know you're there because you didn't move all your stuff.
Right.
But did you and Pete get a deal on getting the same server?
No, we don't have the same internet.
Separate? Is it just you don't have the same internet?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I don't know what the hell happened. Bad time for the internet to crap out. That's all I know.
Just checking. Just checking. Because if you're on his plan, get a new one.
Get a new one. I guess that's karma for me telling him to get an updated program or something. Updated
exactly. Yeah. Now Pete's gone out and you've gone out, and then mine hasn't really gone out since the first one. I was like,
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, where we left off, we were in the shooting range, getting ready for questions.
Range, yes.
Okay. Oh lordy, let's see if we can get through this one. All right. Now, okay, you said you're going to Spain. So once in Spain,
okay.
Do you have any interest in running with the bulls?
Somebody asked me this. I think it was Izzy. Asked me if I would run with the bulls, and my answer, I don't think is any surprise to anybody who knows me. Of course, I would run with the bulls. I looked into it; they are not running the time I'm in there because I'm going to be in Madrid.
Uh-huh.
But depending on where they were running, if they were running and I was there, there's a good chance I would have gone there and ran with the bulls. I definitely would do that. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, you're crazy. I
think I would do fine.
Well, yeah,
You've seen me run.
Yeah, you're still thin and have some cardio, so you would be okay.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And it's not that I have to be the fastest.
No.
I just have to be faster than
right.
some of them.
You have to be in the lead pack, not in the back.
Correct. The backpack gets in trouble. And there's always fences and stuff you can jump on and get out if you need to and everything else. You just have to be smart enough to know, hey, there's a bullhorn almost in my ass. I should get off already. You wait too long. Yeah. And then whoo!
That would be my fat ass like sitting there and getting speared up the what?
Yeah, you couldn't. I couldn't see you running with the bulls.
No.
I can still make it around the bases in softball and still get an in the park home run if I have a good hit. Yeah. I'm still fast enough where I'm good.
I'll make it to second base and go. I'm good. Time out. Anybody got an inhaler? Help?
Right? Yeah, no, I would totally do it. I would totally, if I could do it. I think they run in June. I thought I saw the last I checked. And it's during like a feast or whatever, and then they have that. But I'm going to be in there November and December. So
missed it by a couple months.
I know. I would have ran. That would have been a live show. I would have had the GoPro on my back and on my front, and I would have just been running this way. You can see how close the bull gets to me.
All right, next question.
Hold on, before you get to the next question.
Okay.
I sent you an Instagram, and I don't know if everybody's seen this or not yet.
Yeah.
But speaking of bulls, would you ever? And I know your answer already, but I'll explain to the folks at home who haven't seen this Instagram. Basically, it's a wheelbarrow race, and what you have to do is you're running the wheelbarrow, and your partner's in the wheelbarrow, and you run with the wheelbarrow, and then you have to pass a cone, or not a cone, a barrel.
A barrel, yeah.
But instead of just going around the barrel, you have to switch team members, and then you have to run the rest of the way back.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Curveball.
Easy peasy. Except when you get to the barrel and you're switching wheelbarrows, they release the bull. And then you have to run past the bull in the wheelbarrow to get to the finish line. So you finish where you start, but you have to pass the bull on the way back. And this bull beats the piss out of these guys.
Yeah. Meant business.
Would you do it?
Broke the wheelbarrow and everything. Hell no. There's no friggin' way, dude. No.
Depending on the prize, I would probably try.
It's just saying, like, if you see a shark in the water, you're gonna jump in the water. No, hell no.
I think it's a little different.
No.
I feel that a shark in the water and you swimming is different than you being on the ground, being able to be agile and move, because a shark can move much better than you can in the water.
And you'll lose a limb if he bites you, but a bull, if it starts stomping you on the ground and horning you to death, you're in horn.
How'd he die? I don't know, but it was definitely horny.
So it's like pick your poison, man. You want to get horned or chewed? You know?
Horny. I'll go out horny.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. I know you would do it because you're dumb like
would,
that. You're like,
I would
fuck it,
definitely do that. Yeah, I would do that too. I don't know who I would have in the wheelbarrow with me though. That's the question.
Izzy would probably do it. I can see
Izzy would
Izzy
want
doing
it.
it.
I could see Izzy wanting to do it, and as we're doing it though, him just losing his shit and just running the other way and just like, good luck, guys, I'm out, and just topping the fence. Like it's a great idea until the bull looks at him and goes, and blows snot and everything out, and then Izzy's out.
It was at that moment he realized he fucked up.
Exactly.
All right. Next question.
Yes.
When I saw this, I know you live in Arizona. You guys got the carpool lane or whatever, but do inflatable dolls count as passengers in the carpool lane?
Depends on what you're doing with them. I mean, honestly, no, not even a shot. But here's my thing, because I've seen people dress up mannequins and dolls, and they've done that stuff. I had a sticker on my window that looked like a person. I pretended like, when people ask me, why do you have that sticker? It used to be on my company van, but the company, the guy looked a little bit off, I'm going to be honest. And then when they released that and they changed the logo or whatever, I cut out the guy's head, and I pulled it off, and I put it on my window. So it looked like somebody was always in the passenger seat, and I could see through it, but they couldn't see it, like, as a joke.
Right.
And then people would ask me, why would you do that? I go, because I want to drive in the HOV lane. And in Arizona, you only need 2 people in the car, so it's perfect.
Right.
But if people can marry inanimate objects now, does that count as a person?
Yeah. Why can't
in this woke world? I don't know how you could stop it.
That inflatable doll could be your life mate, man.
That's right. You don't know. That's my soulmate right there. Don't excuse me, Mr. Officer. Do not disrespect my girl.
Can't you see she's upset?
I will be seeing you in court.
But have you heard of anything?
Baby, it's okay.
Have you heard anything out there, like people trying to get away with this shit, or no?
Yeah, of course. People try all the time. Yeah, there's always somebody stupid trying that. But no, it doesn't. You
it
can't.
Doesn't work.
That does not count. Does an animal count?
No, I'm assuming no.
I don't know.
Try it. Put Frankie in the front seat.
2 occupants.
And see what happens.
What is it? Two different. Does it say 2 people?
No, what you said has to be 2 occupants.
That's
so
2.
Yeah, you bring your dog. She's alive. That's an
it. Occupant. Carpooling. What, you want her to drive herself and pollute the air? What's the matter with you? Officer, please.
All right. Next question. Are you ready? All right. This one comes from Kevin from Tiki Talk, the podcast.
Tiki Talk. If you haven't checked out Tiki Talk, they have a Facebook page. You check them out on Facebook. We're gonna actually communicate with them once I get back, and we're gonna try and either collab or pick each other's brains or stuff. But hey, Kevin, thank you. I appreciate you guys reaching out and everything else. And they have a similar setup to where me and Dave talk like this. Him and Noah, I believe his partner is. They do the same shit that we do. So it'd be awesome. So
yep.
If you got some time, check them out. Tiki Talk.
All right. What's the dumbest thing you've ever convinced someone else to believe, and how did you get them to believe you?
The dumbest thing I think was I told Dave that we were going to do a podcast. And,
and here I am. I believe him.
Got him. Got him. The dumbest thing I've ever convinced someone else to believe. I once had a hickey, and whether she believed it or not, I'm not sure, but I sold it. And I said it was from one of the drill bits. I was holding a drill and it spun around and hit me in the neck. And by the time I could move, it left a mark. But it left like a red mark because I was moving and it kind of...
I think I remember you telling that story before.
Yeah, I did say that one time. So that was a bad one. But whether they believed it or not, they rolled with it. So I appreciate that. One time, I told a cop that I was showing somebody a piece of property that I was thinking about buying. And that part was true. I was thinking about opening a club at the time and checking it out. But I was bringing back somebody from the dark corners of the place. And the cop knew me from high school because it was back, and he knew me. And it wasn't that I was doing anything wrong, but it was late and I wasn't necessarily doing anything right. Either. And I don't think I convinced him either, but he bought it and just okayed it. Don, get home. Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So those are the two instances I can think of just off the top of the dome, real quick, outside of the Dave thing.
I'm gullible. I mean, there's many things you told me over the years that
I can't Dave with a lot.
Yeah, you got me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Some of the best ones were, and they were the prank phone calls I did with you. Some of those were just fun, and those were dumb and fun. When Dave used to work at the movie theater, I used to call up and he would answer the phone, and I would just start asking the dumbest questions and get him going for a while with just different voices. I would just ask him some questions and just see what kind of answer or response he would have for me.
And we brought this up.
It was very good because sometimes you could not tell if it was real or not because you never know with the accents and what is happening.
We brought this up before on the show, I believe. When Izzy threw the rug on me, did you convince him that was a good thing to do?
I did not. I did not convince him.
Did you have your hands in that one?
No, I did not have my hands in that one. I did not have my hands in that one. That was a season 1 early episode tale. Izzy was on the second floor and Dave was sleeping underneath on a pull-out couch, and he threw a piece of rug that
rolled it up and tossed it. Yeah.
And tossed it. And I mean, we were definitely under the influence, and we were having a lot of fun throwing things at him. But I mean, I was tossing tennis balls and wiffle balls and things that would just, God, you're an asshole. And
not give you
roll over and go back to sleep.
Not give you a concussion.
Not concuss the fuck out of him, and then be like, oh shit, Dave, you all right? We found a piece of a rug in the closet, and Izzy thought it would be a good idea to throw it over the balcony edge and just drop it, and it hit Dave in the head, and we were like, shit, fun time's over.
Yeah. You had to go and ruin it now.
At least for Dave.
All right, that's that. Let's get into the 911.
All right, go into 911. Here we go.
911, what's your emergency?
I'll see misdemeanor site. 10-4, John 12.
911, what?
What? All right, so scoured the internet to try to find some kind of funny things that people would call 911 for when they probably shouldn't, but, you know, what are you going to do? So I found one called the swimming squirrel.
Okay, now let me, before you even go further, we just spoke about the Tiki Talk.
Yeah.
They're in Florida. I don't know how many of these calls are from there. I'm just saying. A lot of these come from Florida.
Well, this first one's it's from Oklahoma, so they're clear on the first one.
I reckon they are.
The swimming squirrel. One Oklahoma dispatcher got a very strange call one day when a woman had opened her toilet seat and discovered a squirrel swimming around. Instead of calling a wildlife rehabilitator, which might have made more sense, the woman called 911.
Listen.
My question is, how does the squirrel get in the house? How does the squirrel get in the toilet with the lid closed?
Here's my question. Why was she getting involved? The squirrel was looking for her husband because he was just trying to get a nut.
Nice.
Thank you. As soon as you brought it up with my squirrel in the toilet, I was like, oh, he's going for a nut. I mean, I could see the squirrel pushing it open and sneaking its body through. Like, if it had its paws.
That's true.
I'm a squirrel.
Right.
Going in. I could see that. Right. Getting in the house, it's Oklahoma. Maybe their windows are open. They had some baked goods on the windowsill. What the fuck goes on in Oklahoma? I don't know. Hey, Ma, is the pie done? God. Yeah, it's on the sill. We're just waiting for it to cool off. I don't know if that's how they talk in Oklahoma. But that's how I envision it.
That's how you envision it, yeah.
That's the voices in my head talking to me.
I mean, previous episode, I did have a baby possum come in my house. So, I mean, it is possible.
So, I mean, okay, how did that happen, Dave?
Crawled through my dryer vent.
Okay, so these things happen. So how did it fall into the toilet? I don't know, but she's lucky she didn't just sit down and not look. Because, oh my God, that squirrel, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah,
Next
why
one,
would you call 911 though?
I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
So stupid.
You would call like animal control.
Animal rescue or animal control, something.
Right.
And I got to imagine in Oklahoma, they have like signs on the side of the road for roadkill and stuff.
Right.
Or do they take it home and make stew? I don't know. I don't know.
Squirrel stew.
Squirrel
Yummy.
stew. Look at that. We're going to have some squirrel stew right next to the pumpkin pie that my mom just made.
All right. Number 2. The second one I got is called a double 911 call. In Portland, Oregon, I guess, a man broke into someone's house to take a shower. Or at least that's what he thought he was doing when the homeowner came home and found him in the bathroom. Not only did the homeowner call 911, but the intruder did too. He was scared, he said, that the homeowner might have had a gun. There was no report on whether the homeowner did, in fact, have a gun, but the police officers who arrested the intruder certainly did.
All right, well, that could be like, okay, so did the intruder know he was in the wrong house?
I'm assuming he broke it. Well, it says he broke in.
He said he broke in.
A man broke into someone's house to take a shower. Yeah,
house.
He was dirty. He just needed to take a shower.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta clean your ass, and that's it. I mean, sometimes you're a mess, and you're like, damn, I can't handle the stench. I gotta clean, and you go into somebody's house. No,
right.
The fact that both of them are calling 911, though, I think that's funny. Yeah. Can we get a group chat going? Can we?
Gee, that's funny. We just got one from that house. What the?
The caller's inside the house. It's like a different horror movie all in itself.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I don't understand why you would break in to take a shower into somebody's house, though. You could use the garden hose outside.
Exactly.
And unless you're in Arizona and it's summertime, you got to let that bitch run for a while. Otherwise, you're Dave, you don't even understand the temperature that water... You could boil soup with the... You just turn the foot... Go ahead. Your soup's ready. It is so hot.
So you're not drinking water from the hose like you do back here.
You go like, whoa! You burn.
All right, next one. Cat holds couple hostage. Is in Greenville, Wisconsin. A distraught woman called to say she and her husband were basically being held hostage by their cat. By the time the woman called, the cat had attacked her husband and they retreated to their bedroom where they locked themselves in. Safely protected, the crazy feline offered... Wait, hold on. Where they locked themselves in, safely protected from the crazy feline. There we go. Officers responded and the cat was taken to animal control.
I don't understand these people. I just don't understand. You have a cat that's out of control. And listen, I'm not about abusing animals. Mm-hmm. But if your cat attacks you...
Yeah.
The cat stops.
Dude, there was one thing that happened to me when I used to live with my mother way back in the day, and she was watching my aunt's dog at the time. Okay. So the dog barely knew me, but I slept in because I had wacky hours in at my job. So I get up and I went to go downstairs, and that dog was sitting at the bottom of the stairwell fucking barking at me like he was going to chew my ass up. And this was before, like, text message. This was like, and I'm like, I was held hostage in the top of my the house because I couldn't get downstairs because of that dog.
No way. See,
I should have called 911.
I immediately go into alpha mode with all animals. I just do. I've been on a job site before where we were working, and the dude was on a ladder and he's working in the garage, and he looks down and there's a Rottie.
Okay.
So he called me. Don, there's a Rottweiler in the garage. I go, what? It turns out that the neighbor's dog got out. And I mean, it was a beautiful dog. It was beautiful. I knew there was 2 dogs. I've seen them running in the yards and stuff like that before. But he's just a mean-looking dog.
Yeah.
And I immediately looked at him. I go, sit! Like, either I'm going to take control or the dog's going to take control.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know how well trained this dog is, but everybody knows sit. And the dog kind of just looked at me and was like, I'm like, I should sit.
Dog looked at you like, fuck you just say?
Exactly. I was like, I'm either going toe-to-toe with this thing or it's going to listen. And I ended up walking the dog back to the house and giving it to the owner, who turned out to be a real bitch. Should have let the dog loose. Screw you and your multi-$1,000 dog.
Oh,
yeah, I don't put up with that shit. I immediately go to alpha mode.
All right, the next one I found it earlier today and I couldn't. Good thing I took a screenshot, so I got to read this one from my phone real quick. This one's called this dangerously tight shirt.
I think I wore that in the clubs in the 90s.
This is from a dispatcher, I guess. I got a call about a man who required extrication from an Under Armour insulated shirt. His shoulder popped out of the socket while he was pulling it on, and it was halfway off when his arm locked and dislocated. He was laughing and said, I would have driven myself to the hospital, but I would have had to drive with my arm out the window.
He should have done it. Could have pretended like he was waving at everybody as he's in a parade. That's just stupid. You got to call 911 for that?
What? Okay, in that situation, who would you call? You gonna call for an ambulance or something, or for?
No, you got to worry about your shoulder more than anything else.
Right, but how do you get the shirt off? You're stuck. You can't move your arm, and you're.
You got one good arm. You could get. I mean, you're stuck on with one arm.
Get the scissors.
Yeah, something like to call 911 because my. Yes. Hi, 911. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Hi, 911. Yes. My shirt is stuck on me. Get the fuck out of here. Please.
No street cred coming on there. That's just
no, not at all. At least my tight shirt was for clubbing.
Right.
Brooklyn Guinea style.
Oh boy. All right. So one last one.
Yeah.
And we'll move along. It's called the catastrophe.
Can't read it.
Catastrophic conundrum. There we go.
Oh, wow. That was easy.
Say that 10 times fast.
You were better off freezing on that one.
Yeah. All right. Someone called because they got their head stuck in their cat's scratching post. The cat was also stuck inside with them. Throughout the call, I kept hearing things like, "Oh, fuck," and "Dude, this isn't fun for me either."
Oh my God. Who sticks their head in that tight of a spot?
Exactly.
For what reason? Hey, is the cat in here? Let me see.
Shit.
It's because your ears are the problem. Do you know this? Because your ears sliding in go this way, but they don't.
Yeah, and then it connects. Yeah.
Yep, done. You stop it.
So are you saying this individual had huge ears?
I'm saying this individual is a huge idiot. That's what I'm saying. First and foremost, they had a cat. That makes you an idiot. Dave, how many do you have?
I have 2. That
Such
makes me double idiot.
Double idiot. That's a 911 idiot.
Yeah.
But then stick your head in. I've seen these houses, like the towers. They're not that big. Why would you stick your head in the hole when the cat's in there? What the hell were you doing? You're an idiot.
No. Hey, I have one of those things. If I want to know where the cat is, I give a little look. I see him sticking out. Hey, game over. I found him.
You don't have to stick your whole head in there.
Right.
Jesus Christ, you
I mean,
idiot.
if you even venture to stick your hand in there to like pet him or whatever, you're getting fucking clawed or chewed.
Well, that's your problem again. That's why you don't. That's why cats are evil.
But that's my point. Why stick your head in? This person.
You know what happens when I stick my hand in my dog's face?
What's that?
She licks it because she loves me. Your cat tries to kill you. All the pussy in your life, Dave.
That's right. And
all trying to kill you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
That's life.
All right, so that's that.
All right.
Not bad.
All right, so we got some topics now you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah, let's bring up. Let's put to bed finally the cereal thing first. Let's go to that one.
Let's bring that up. One of my bosses, one of the guys I work with, he heard the controversy of a couple episodes back between what goes first, the cereal or the milk. And everybody knows the cereal goes first. I'm sorry, Zero Cool. Cereal goes first. I know you like the milk first. But I know you had an article of some other Fruit Loop that liked milk first too. But I think we found a common ground where everybody can be happy, but I would still pour the cereal first into the bowl. But here's a picture of the bowl.
Right.
Where if you look at the top section, you can pour your cereal and keep it nice and crisp.
Yes.
And then when you want it, you just spoon it down into the water, into the milk.
Not
water. That'd be disgusting. Into the milk, and then you just spoon it up, and it's crisp cereal.
Yeah.
So that can work too. Now, I don't know if this dilemma will work for everybody.
Right.
That would annoy the hell out of me because look at the size of the cereal bowl. There's not enough cereal in there, and I'd have to keep pouring it in, and that's part of my problem. I don't want to keep doing that. Zero does that. He pours the milk, and then he pours cereal, he eats some. He pours some cereal, he eats some. He pours some cereal, he eats. No. No. The problem with the idiots that pour the milk all over the cereal, then they're making everything soggy.
Right.
Or if you pour it in one spot and the milk just goes in, it just gets the bottom. So if you're scooping from the bottom, the top keeps coming down and it's fresh and it's still crunchy. Just don't take an hour to eat your cereal. If you take an hour to eat cereal, you don't belong eating cereal. Have some oatmeal.
You deserve to have soggy cereal at that point.
But one of the biggest controversies on this show, not this episode, but on Shooting It Straight, has the milk cereal in my office.
Right. This puts that to bed because here's your truce. Right. Meet you in the middle. You got it.
Everybody goes home a winner with their crunchy cereal.
And this thing was fucking probably designed because of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Because somebody took too long to eat their cereal.
Right. Oh, Lord.
All right, what was the other one we had?
So another news. I guess there was the movie Wicked is coming out.
Yes.
And the toys, was it Hasbro?
I love this.
I think it's Hasbro or Mattel. One of the
Mattel. Yep.
And they put a QR code on the boxes for the toys, and I guess when you scan that QR code,
it took you to Wicked, the porn site.
The porn site. So yeah, they're.
So you want to see a Wickedy Witch in the West? I'll get you, my pretty. Oh yes, she is pretty, and not her little dog too in this scenario.
Yeah, needless to say, they're in full damage control and all that stuff, man. Because that
Tin Man was cucked because he was in a cage. The Scarecrow, I don't know what he was in S&M because he was scared of everything, and then the Lion with no courage. I don't know what he was.
Yeah, I don't either. But did you, when you heard this news, did you go and buy a toy to see what website it went to?
You know what? I honestly thought I wanted to buy one just to have one that was out there that wasn't opened or anything else that if it ever became like a big deal, I had one.
Yeah. Because
I think that'd be funny as hell.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But here's the problem I have with it. It's not the problem that happened. That shouldn't have happened. Especially from like Barbie world and everything else. Like it's very family oriented and women's rights and equals and this, that, the other.
You wonder if it's like a disgruntled employee that said, I'm going to...
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
It's like when the cartoonists draw stuff into the Walt Disney movies and stuff. So it's not my problem that happened. It's not even my problem that it got past QR, which it shouldn't have gotten past QR, but it got past quality control or whatever else. Said, okay, great. The problem I have is how many people are saying that they're banning Mattel now or they're against. And I'm like, there was one flaw. They've been around
forever.
Ever. They've come out with this Barbie movie that is all about women's rights and empowering women. They have these dolls. They did.
Yeah.
They made one mistake.
Right.
In 100+ years.
Yeah, and forever.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, I'm banning them. Yeah. You know what? You're a bitch. Because you know it's some uptight fucking broad who's complaining about it. Because they made a mistake.
Or it's just parents that, And
that's the other thing. Yeah. Are the parents not doing the QR codes with the kids? Because if you were a good parent and you were there with the kid, you would have caught it before your kid did.
Right. Or the kid comes and, Daddy, what's this?
I don't know what this is. This doesn't look wicked. Yeah, I mean, so I think parents, maybe you should have a little more engagement with your kids and not just letting them have a phone or
to their defense, though, it is a kid item, and you wouldn't expect that.
I agree.
To pop up on there.
I agree. But you should have you should be there with your kids also.
Right.
When they're, especially with this social media crap.
Yeah.
Parents that just here you go, honey. Just go in the other room, have some fun. Like, how do you know what your kid's doing at whatever age?
Yeah.
Because kids that are buying Wicked Mattel dolls, obviously there's a following for Wicked, and they're older also. But it's a doll that if the kids are playing with it, they're kids. Do some goddamn parenting. That's what your job is, number one. In case you didn't know.
All right.
In case you forgot what it was to be a parent. It's parenting first, and all else second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Ending the show? Hot. Oh, Lordy.
That'll do it for us. Hopefully you find a QR code and it's not as wicked as you hope. There's a lot of other sites you can go to, too, that aren't just wicked.
Your thing is on
Oh,
loop,
you know why, Dave?
Why?
Because somebody started over.
It's off now.
That's off. Okay, good.
Woo!
All right. Well,
We know already. Shut it off.
the more you know. Did you get it yet?
All right, sorry.
You don't know by now. You better know by the third time.
All right. Now.
Hopefully you enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
Hopefully you had some laughs. Thank you once again, Tiki Talk, for reaching out and everything else. We'll catch up with you soon, and we'll try and do some collabs or something like that. We'll get something going. We'll have a lot of fun. But thank you for engaging with us.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you engage with us as well. Hopefully you subscribed, you hit the like button, you rang the bell for notifications, or you wrote a comment. Let us know what you think about anything on the show, how funny Dave looked when he froze, or how good his internet is with him and Pete. Maybe they share a thing. Nice try, Dave.
I know. The flashing lights gave it away.
I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, you get,
until the screen changes in the back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, let us know what you thought. And send in your questions to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com so you can find out what Donna C really thinks about shooting straight with you. Catch you guys later.
Peace, everybody.
I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Give me a break.